Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5. A wanted man tries to escape federal officials in Yakima. Why it didn't end with a multi-vehicle crash. Then new details emerging about the Christmas night crash that killed 3 people near Touchy. What Washington State Patrol is warning drivers about State Route 12. Also ahead, a Pasco community hub gets a safety upgrade. Why the Martin Luther King Center is raising questions about their renovation timeline. Stacy?
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, mild weather today, very chilly out there. I'll tell you what to expect for the final week of 2025. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. First at 5 o'clock, one man was arrested and 3 cars were damaged after a car chase with federal officials ended in a multi-car crash in the city of Yakima today. Here was the scene. Chad Janis, captain and division commander for Yakima Police, says 3 cars were hit and some people were hurt, but he doesn't know the extent of the injuries. The driver, who was wanted by federal officials, ran away from the scene and then was arrested several blocks away.
At that point, it's a state crime. And so we have to be involved at that point. Just like if somebody struck you in your vehicle and they fled, regardless of the circumstances that brought them to that collision, now a state crime has occurred.
YPD says the crash is still under investigation. Join us later tonight at 6 to hear more from law enforcement about the ongoing investigation. Well, the Yakima Police Department is also investigating after a police officer was involved in a car crash over the weekend. YPD says the officer was on their way to an in-progress burglary and crashed in the intersection of West Nob Hill Boulevard and South 3rd Avenue. The other driver was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. The commander says crashes can happen when officers are in a hurry to get to the scene of a crime.
They were doing their job. They were responding and they were trying to get there quickly and they were trying to help these folks that reported a violent crime in our community, and that's what we want them to do. I think the bigger story here is the fact that we have limited officers working at that time of night. This was a violent event and you want that police officer to get there as quickly as possible.
He says the department will conduct an internal investigation. He also said it appears the officer had a red light, but whose fault the accident was depends on many factors. According to the department, there were 40 officer-involved crashes last year. Turning now to First Alert Weather, our Stacy Lee checking in with a first look.
That's right, the last Monday of 2025.
Yep.
Say goodbye to Mondays of 2025.
Unreal.
Final week of the year. Let's talk weather headlines. We got a lot going on. Patchy fog and freezing fog will be the biggest concern for us going into the night. Chilly sunshine again tomorrow and Wednesday. Our temperatures staying below average. And then we have rain chances returning a little bit later in the week. Cue the air stagnation advisory. This has just been issued today. We've got very stagnant air all through the Columbia Basin, the foothills of the Blues, Columbia River Gorge, Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Poor air quality possible. No outdoor burning, and limit your residential wood burning materials as well. 32 degrees and a beautiful sunset. Check it out, Pasco, our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Our feels like temp is 29, so it's a cold one. Grab your coat. You're going to need that tonight. As far as temperatures go right now, we are all sitting right around freezing or just below that freezing level already. Those high temperatures are going to stay in the mid-30s all the way through Thursday. Planning your evening out. Cold. It's going to be cold, and start looking for that patchy fog and freezing fog to develop a little bit later. I'll tell you what to expect for the final week of 2025 in just a few minutes. Austin.
All right, Stacy, now to continuing coverage as we have brand new data on the Christmas night crash that has left a family of 3 dead on State Route 12 right near Touchy. Washington State Patrol says it is the second fatal crash of 2025 in the 10-mile stretch of State Route 12 right around the crash scene. While WSP says the total number of crashes in the area doesn't stick out, the agency is asking drivers to be careful on on the narrow stretch of road.
There may not be a wide shoulder, so you have to be focused 100% behind the wheel, especially during inclement weather. If it's cold out, maybe below freezing, we want to make sure that you stay focused and you slow it down if the weather indicates that.
WSP says that it is still investigating the cause of the crash and no charges have been filed at this time. As the community is mourning and authorities are still investigating the cause of the crash that claimed the life of Gustavo Guzman Gomez, Nacheli Bustamante, and their 6-month-old son, Giovanni. At this time, a GoFundMe has been established to help with funeral expenses. Those services are being coordinated by Mountain View in Walla Walla. A link to contribute to the fundraiser can be found right now at applevalleynewsnow.com. In Sunnyside, the City Council is racing against the clock after a challenging regular meeting earlier this month where the budget plan faced unexpected hurdles. The Sunnyside City Council and Finance Director Monica Hofstetter have been working to balance next year's budget. But there has been a delay on approving a final budget due to a rushed final draft presentation after technical difficulties. The proposed budget includes cutting pool hours to half, reducing seasonal jobs from 12 to 6, and implementing hiring freezes to stabilize finances. Concerns from council members about the budget's completeness led to hesitation on passing an approved budget earlier this month.
This is also like, we're already getting the books, and for us to just vote yes right now, it's I feel like a lot that we need to digest, and I would feel more comfortable having some more time going over it all.
The council postponed approval, facing a December 31st deadline. A special meeting is set for tonight at 6 p.m. at the Sunnyside Police Station to finalize the budget. Turning to national news, President Trump tonight says if Iran builds up again, the U.S. will knock them down. This comes after Iran's president claims his country is at war with the U.S. and after those strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities over the summer. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington, D.C. with more.
President Trump in a high-stakes meeting today with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as the delicate ceasefire in Gaza is holding, and Iran's president says his country is in a full-scale war with the U.S. and Israel. The tension between the three countries has been simmering after the strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities over the summer.
I hope they're not trying to build up again, because if they are, we're going to have no choice but very quickly to eradicate that buildup.
It's not clear what President Trump was directly referring to. Iran's president claims the U.S., Israel, and Europe do not want Iran to stand on its feet.
Iran may be behaving badly. It hasn't been confirmed, but if it's confirmed, look, they know the consequences. Consequences will be very powerful.
Trump and Netanyahu discussing the ceasefire deal in Gaza. It's broadly holding, still in the first of 3 proposed phases. Details of that second phase have not yet been agreed to. Trump says he wants to move to that second phase as quickly as possible.
Well, we talked about Hamas and we talked about disarmament, and they're going to be given a very short period of time to disarm.
Before meeting with Trump, Netanyahu sitting down with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Netanyahu praising Trump.
I think he's been extraordinary in his friendship and his support for Israel.
That was ABC's Perry Russum reporting. President Trump was asked if he supports overthrowing Iran's government. He says he would not talk about that, but said that Iran had a lot of problems, including their economy. Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of deadly and powerful storms sweeping their way east. And he's tracking the deadly mid-air collision between 2 helicopters. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Kennewick residents preparing to celebrate the new year with fireworks. What's legal and what's not as 2026 approaches. Then Stacey Lee is back with a full look at your First Alert weather forecast. Look at that. We are below that freezing mark in Yakima right now. Stay with us.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish is coming to an end for 2025. But before it wraps, we want to acknowledge and thank Idaho Community Credit Union, IBEW Local 112, Chinook Home Healthcare, and Yokes Fresh Market. Also, a big thank you to viewers who submitted names of people in our communities who need help. Because of these efforts, many families had a much merrier Christmas and will start the new year a bit better off. Christmas Wish from Apple Valley News Now. See you next year.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Merry Christmas to you and yours from Daikin, everyone at Bruce Heating and Air. We're proud to be in your community. We wish you a safe holiday and all the best in the new year.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at McCurley Honda. Right now, enjoy financing as low as 3.99% on a wide selection of new Honda models, from sporty Civics to spacious CR-Vs. Explore our lineup and find the Honda that fits your life perfectly. With our friendly team ready to guide you, great deals, and no-pressure service, there's never been a better time to drive home the Honda you've been dreaming of. McCurley Honda, your way home.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
This is Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Welcome back. I'm Austin Reed. Firework stands are open in Kennewick as people get ready to ring in the new year. This is just the second year personal fireworks have been legal in the city after a 31-year ban. Kennewick began allowing personal fireworks in December of 2023 after the city council passed an ordinance a year earlier and state law required a 1-year wait. The rules are similar to Richland and Pasco. Legal fireworks include fountains and sparklers. Most aerial fireworks, including Roman candles and skyrockets, remain illegal.
So we have had quite a few people that are like, what's the occasion for? Why is there a fireworks stand? And so we're just reminding people, hey, it's New Year's. You can actually do these now. Like, we can actually go and operate and do some that are legal. We have things for kids, probably as small as 5 years old, and up to like something the grandparents would enjoy.
That fireworks stand is located at Clearwater and Edison. Under Washington state law, legal fireworks may only be used from 6 p.m. on December 31st until 1 a.m. on January 1st. Coming up new at 6, we are going to hear from Kennewick's fire chief about things to keep in mind when it comes to safety. Other news, Benton County Fire Protection District 2 has now added real-time alerting technology to its emergency vehicles. We first told you about this last week, but we're giving you some more info on this. You know, sending warnings directly to drivers before they even see lights or hear sirens is part of a system called Safety Cloud. It's powered by Haas Alert. When a fire engine or rescue unit is responding or parked on the roadway, the technology automatically sends a warning to nearby drivers. Those alerts can pop up through apps like Waze and Apple Maps, and even directly on newer vehicle dashboards by quieting their radio to give drivers a 30-second heads up.
I think anything we can do to continue to help improve protecting our citizens and the traveling public will go a long ways, and in turn that gives us the priority of having the ability to protect our firefighters and the people that are responding.
Officials say traditional lights and sirens don't always cut through distractions, especially with modern vehicles, loud cabins, and drivers looking at their phones. The technology is already active on BCFD2 vehicles, and officials say they are seeing better driver response around emergency scenes. It is also meant to support Washington State's move over law by making sure drivers actually know when first responders are ahead. Well, the Tri-Cities' only hospice house has been transformed, not just with new walls and rooms, but with a renewed focus on dignity, comfort, and care. As demand for hospice services grows in our region, the hospice house reopened today after a major renovation. The Kennewick facility has served thousands of families for nearly 30 years. The upgrades include a larger nurse station, new family spaces, and a fireside room for reflection. The project cost more than $1 million in state grants, plus community donations.
After 29 years, there was some need to make some internal changes and some external changes. We wanted to focus on giving our patients the best opportunity to thrive here.
The renovation comes as hospice providers nationwide see growing demand from an aging population. Staff say the changes allow them to spend more time with patients and their families. The hospice house is now open and ready to serve patients. And tonight, a vital update from Pasco's Martin Luther King Center, a historic community hub now undergoing a crucial 3-phase renovation to bring safety and hope for generations to come. The renovation began over the summer with Phase 1, which focuses on the northwest side of the building, home to classrooms, a community room, and offices. This area was prioritized to bring the center up to safety codes, creating a secure space for families and children who rely on it. Though Phase 1 aimed for an October finish, final details are still being finalized. A meeting scheduled for January will clarify the timeline. According to the City of Pasco, Phase 1 of the renovation is now set to be complete near the turn of the new year, followed by Phase 2, which currently has $4 million secured of the $5.4 million needed. Phase 3 follows Phase 2 and has a projected cost of $5 million, but that could change due to inflation, and funding has yet to be secured.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's dive into that forecast tonight. A live view in Ellensburg at the rodeo grounds, checking things out. In the daylight, you can see a little bit of snow that's been sitting there. That's been pretty chilly up there. In fact, cold right now. Check it out, 26 degrees. The feels like temp is 20, so it is bitterly cold up there in the Ellensburg area. Ridge of high pressure dominating our weather pattern. You can see a few clouds. Well, that's going to be that stagnant air and the rain or freezing fog through the region. Now, visibility could reduce tomorrow, sometime overnight tonight, first in Ellensburg. Overnight, about 4 to 10 a.m. for the rest of our area. Visibility less than a mile. And again, those cold temperatures mean the roadways could be slick in your morning commute. We're going to stay dry through Wednesday, so look for that chilly sunshine, and then we'll start to see chances of rain moving through Ellensburg up to 40%. Little less chances there in the Yakima Valley going forward. A 10 to 30% chance beginning Thursday for Tri-Cities, and better chances of seeing those rain showers in Walla Walla Friday with a 60% chance of rain. All right, let's talk temperatures. Cold, cold, cold. That's the big story tonight. We're down in the 20s. Look at Pendleton at 22 tonight, 23 Walla Walla, 25 Tri-Cities, 21. And these temperatures, though, actually are about average for this time of year. We're going to stay right at the average in Yakima, a little bit warmer than average heading towards the end of the week. But let's talk about the month of December in the Palm Springs of Washington. More days than not were above average, and we broke records 5 separate days. The average temperature for Yakima is 37 degrees, so very warm December overall. Tri-Cities also sliding down just below our average of 40, warming back up towards the end of the week. And let's see how we did for the month of December. Again, broke a couple of records with temperatures On the 15th of December, 69 degrees. Very warm, but we're going to see those temperatures right around where they should be for this time of year. All right, here's your chilly daytime highs in the 30s. Look at our overnight lows down in the 20s. Happy New Year on Thursday, and that's when we have a slight chance of showers coming in. A better chance on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. So active weather will return, but a nice quiet finish to the year 2025. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. Again, those 30-degree temperatures for the daytime highs back into the 40s by Friday, with a slight chance of rain beginning on your New Year's Day. On Friday in Ellensburg, it looks like we could see some showers there. And then take a peek at Saturday and Sunday. Now, even though the temperatures warm up, those overnight lows are chilly, and we're looking at the potential for a rain-snow mix. We've seen that several times already in Ellensburg. Not expecting a ton of accumulation again when those temperatures warm up over the freezing level. There's your rain chances for Walla Walla, those chilly daytime highs in the 30s. Remember, we were looking at these temperatures just a few weeks ago and going, wow, look at December. And then you see what we should be having. So anyway, pretty good.
It's more normal.
It's more what it should be for this time of year. So I don't know. I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those late starting winters, like January, February, maybe.
When we see the real
When we see it, or maybe we just slide on through with what we've had.
All right.
So there you go.
Time will tell.
Yep.
Thank you, Stacy. Coming up next, a volunteer firefighter since 2008, reaching a new milestone, how the steady climb through the ranks and years of dedication is being recognized.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma.
Wow.
Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Toyotathon is on. And right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tacoma for just $259 per month.
Toyotathon ends January 5th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community, we've got a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts.
You've got great restaurants and wine, and yeah, there's a lot to do downtown in Ellensburg.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Weeknights at 5, we bring you the spotlight. You know, from volunteer in 2008 to lieutenant in 2021, Now a father and business owner in Walla Walla is reaching the rank of captain at Fire District 4. Colleagues say Captain Anthony demonstrates calm under pressure, dedication, and leadership. They are congratulating him on the role by adding that he is a steady presence on every single call. If you have an idea for the spotlight, send it to us through any of our social media platforms. We're on X, TikTok, Nextdoor, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, Stacey, what do we have coming at you next?
It's our last Monday of 2025. I'll update your weather and, of course, a reason to smile coming up.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at McCurley Honda. Right now, enjoy financing as low as 3.99% on a wide selection of new Honda models, from sporty Civics to spacious CR-Vs. Explore our lineup and find the Honda that fits your life perfectly. With our friendly team ready to guide you, great deals, and no pressure service, there's never been a better time to drive home the Honda you've been dreaming of. McCurley Honda, your way home.
Visit Cle Elum anytime for spectacular views, fantastic food, and shopping unlike anywhere else. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is the heart of Cle Elum.
It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here. An absolute adventure. Every single day is different.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure. And there's lots of snowmobiling in the winter, lots of hiking, kayaking.
Every single corner of the globe, that they all end up in Cle Elum for one reason or another, whether it's to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy the small town feel. There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries, a lot of great bars. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Experiencing the outdoors is in our nature.
Resilience. At Shriners Children's, we're leaders in pediatric sports medicine. With expertise in sprains, tears, fractures, and other sports-related injuries. We're here to deliver the best care in the business and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. Because every great comeback starts with a game plan for empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
When weather is the big story.
An atmospheric river has swollen rivers and streams.
Turn to Apple Valley News Now.
We have live team coverage.
We are on a first alert weather day. Flood warning remains in place for the Yakima River.
The river is continuing to rise.
And all with just one goal, to keep you and your family safe.
Highway 12 near Natchez is no longer passable.
Big story coverage.
Several rescues are also taking place.
Only one station, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
And welcome back, the final Monday of 2025. So exciting stuff, final week here. All right, let's give you a reason to smile real quick. Check that out, Friday night sunset peeking through Badger Mountain. Thank you. Looks like Stu Malloy sent that one in, Tri-Cities. QR code right on top of your screen. And by the way, if you like the weather photos, go to our website. We've got all of them in an album there. You can check out all the great photographs that everyone submits. And once again, that's thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. Again, QR code right there. Easiest way to get your photo on TV. Let's talk about the headlines. Fog and freezing fog potentially in the morning tomorrow, maybe even Wednesday. Our temperatures are cold. We're about average, but slightly below the average for this time of year. Our shower chances return New Year's Day and beyond. And the white Christmas question, we can put that one to bed till next year. I'm not seeing any snow, maybe a little mixed precip in Ellensburg in our forecast. What I am seeing, though, are these chilly temperatures. Look at that out the door. So I guess the kiddos are still on vacation, but
yeah, so they can at least sleep in.
Yeah, they can sleep in, and yeah, when you're heading to that bus stop, it's going to be cold. But yeah,
I was up early this morning and I felt it.
Absolutely. So drive safe out there and watch out for that fog and freezing fog tonight.
All right, we're back at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great evening.